a coworker accused you of. I was in my office when Nurse Grace came to tell me that the new nurse saw my dad and I talking and hugging some days ago and assumed something was going on between us. But the thing is, my dad and I hardly ever talk at work. I'm a social worker, and my dad is a day shift ER charge nurse. But that day, I was in the ER trying to find placement for an elderly patient when I bumped into him. We don't live together, but I was scheduled to visit home for a couple of days. So when I saw him, we got talking, and he said he'd pick me up later that day. I then teased that I was going to order a large steak since he was paying. We laughed. What's the pettiest reason someone ever got you fired? My coworker got me fired for accusing her of having an affair with a married ER charge nurse. I was seated in the HR office, and so was Jenny. I'd hoped that the news I'd discovered had reached HR and she was ready to discipline the people involved. But I was so wrong. I was new at the hospital and hadn't even passed the probation stage. But I knew the ER charge nurse, Mr. Johnson. He seemed like a nice guy, and he had an equally great wife who would bring him lunch at work almost every day. But about 2 days earlier, I had just finished my shift at the hospital and was headed home when I passed by and saw Jenny and him having a conversation in a corner. Jenny was a social worker at the hospital. They were holding hands, and then I heard Jenny say she wanted a large steak for dinner, and they both chuckled. I thought I was just imagining things.